right. How's it going, guys? All right, thanks for coming out tonight. My name is...
What?
My name is...
Who?
My name is Chicka Clay Dawson, and I will be your host for tonight's show, Weird Things My Dad Does. Now, I'm going to get to the name of the show and my outfit in a second, but first give yourselves a big round of applause for coming out. Thank you very much. Alright, so about the name of the show, Weird Things My Dad Does. My dad does some very strange things, so I thought it was about time to open the vault on my dad and bring him out to the world, so buckle up, because you guys are in for a treat. He's pretty awesome. So, my dad's a huge Steelers fan, hence the Steelers jersey. And I'm pretty sure that's just so if he's having a bad day at the end of the day, he can just go up to like any other of the NFL team's fans and just be like, I still got 6 rings. I had a shitty day, but I still have 6 rings. I didn't get paid, but we've got 6 rings. And yeah, he's also a big hunter. My dad's a huge hunter. Big hunter. But I'm pretty sure he has a lot better luck just going to the supermarket and buying some meat there. Like, terrible. Like, he goes out into the woods and he's just like, comes back with nothing every time. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? He's all drunk. He's like... But perhaps some of the strangest events were... During my childhood, there was 3 incidents that occurred that stand out as probably some of the weirdest things ever. And the first happened, he got his first brand new truck. He used to drive some really crappy cars. It was his first brand new vehicle. He bought a brand new blue truck, which was coincidentally the same day that I learned how to ride a bike without training wheels. And I drove my brake of my bike right across the edge of his truck. Brand new truck, huge scrape right out of it. My dad came outside, he's got like spider senses when it comes to his things. Burst into immediate tears. She just looks up at the sky, why God, why? Just mentally devastated that I had done this to him. And I had to eat dinner in my room for like over a week. It was ridiculous. Like I had no contact with the outside world for a week, and my dad didn't talk to me for like a month. It was ridiculous. And the next incident was when he got another brand new truck. Only this time he had it for about 2 weeks. It was a brand new gold truck. Whenever he got his own business, he got a brand new truck with it. And me and my brother were outside practicing some golf. And my brother bladed a ball right into the door. He left like a baseball-sized dent right into the door. Of course, my dad, he's like up in the trees, like with the knife. Falls down. He's like, God damn it! And me and my brother were like, shit, I was like 10, my brother was like 8. My dad runs inside and I'm like, now what do we do? My dad comes outside with a bag of ice and a hairdryer. And he comes out and somehow he's like trying to like convect the dent out of the door from like 7 p.m. until midnight. He's out there with like a hat light on there. And he's like, all right, I don't know how he wasn't going to get that done. But that's how I like thought that to fix things for the rest of my life. Like to this day, I'm still like, I see some guy walking, he's got like a broken iPhone screen. He's like, ah, shit, man. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it, man. I got a bag of ice and a hairdryer. But the biggest incident occurred this one time. It had to do with cinnamon rolls. So if anybody was wondering why the Facebook event page was cinnamon rolls, you're about to find out. My mom went shopping. This was on a Saturday. My mom went shopping and we bought my dad some cinnamon rolls in like a plastic container. My dad loves cinnamon rolls. Like for some reason that's his favorite food. And me and my friends were going out to see a movie, and then we were going to come back to my house and play some Xbox and stuff later that night. So he's like, well, fuck those kids. I'm hiding these in the oven, in the plastic container. So it's about midnight, 1 o'clock, and my friend comes up to me. He's like, dude, pretty hungry. And I was like, yeah, man, me too. He's like, we should cook one of those pizzas your mom bought. I was like, it's a badass idea. I was like, I'm pretty busy playing Xbox, though. You should go preheat the oven. So my friend goes up and preheats the oven. I'm boning some noobs on Halo. Next thing you know, there's just smoke everywhere upstairs. And my dad comes running down, there's smoke alarms going off. It's like midnight or 1 o'clock, so everybody's trying to sleep. My dad comes running downstairs in whitey tighties looking like Captain Underpants, scans the area, spider sense goes off, he's like, boom, drops to his knees. Cinnamon rolls, man, my cinnamon rolls. Immediate tears, runs over, he's acting fast now, grabs the fire extinguisher and he's like trying to put it out, and all I can picture is the last firefight scene in Saving Private Ryan, and my dad is Matt Damon and he's trying to save Tom Hanks, aka the cinnamon rolls. And it's just not working. It is just not working. And he finally gets done, he puts out the fire, and he's like, drops to his knees again, looks at the cinnamon rolls, just looks at me, he's like, looks back at the cinnamon rolls, and he's like, I never get anything I want. And just walks right back upstairs and goes back to bed. And I tried to save it too. I was like, Dad, don't worry, I got a bag of ice and a hairdryer. All right, but guys, we got a funny lineup tonight. First up for the night, we have Frankie Miggs, so give it up for Frank. All right, nice job, Eric. Give it up for Eric again. You guys ever notice that when dads get together, they always have like nice things to say, you know, like positive things to say about their kid? They're so proud of them. Oh, my son's the quarterback for the football team at his college. Oh, that's awesome, you know. My son, you know, he just got another job. Congratulations. My dad never had anything nice to say. He was always like, so how's your son doing, Mark? That boy's so dumb he couldn't pour piss out of a boot if the directions were on the bottom. Shit. All right, next up, we have a power lifter. It's true. I've seen him lift an entire copying machine out of the FedEx down on College Avenue. Everybody give it up for Doug Bowen. All right, give it up for Doug again. You can probably see if he's Scottish, because he just killed it. Next up, we have a very good friend of mine. She's very funny. She's very awesome. Put your hands together for Menica Delacar. Thank you. My dad always said, he came up to me one day and he was like, son, if anybody ever makes you mad, just tell them to go pound salt. And I never understood what that meant, and I'm pretty sure he didn't either. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to announce that we have a special guest performance by Matt Campbell. You already saw his stand-up, but now he's going to put on a special guest performance. So give your hands up, or give a round of applause for Matt Campbell! All right, give Nick a big hand. Who said that they pissed in their ex-girlfriend's shampoo? The comedy writes itself, man. The comedy writes itself. Selsun Blue just became Selsun Green. Oh boy. All right, next up we have my good friend, the very funny, very awesome, very cool, Russell Jordan Poole. But seriously, wow. I apologize. I'm sorry. Peeing in shampoo. Reminds me of Arnold Palmer. Do you think Arnold Palmer ever goes into an establishment and orders a meat? I'm trying to help you out. All right, as I was saying, we have a special performance by an alumni. Everybody give it up for Mr. Bill Hood. Ballsy man. My dad's a ballsy man too. Wow. I didn't think it was that funny. You know, my dad always said to me, he was always like, Clay, keep swinging for the fences, because one day you'll knock it out of the park. And I'd say we pretty much knocked it out of the park tonight. Thank you. messing, man. Because I actually hit it over the fence multiple times. I broke a couple of my neighbor's windows, and my dad disowned me. And that's why I'm here. But anyways, that's been our show. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can follow all of the comedians, or some of the comedians, on Twitter. Those are our Twitter handles. If you like Bill Hood, we have a bunch of other alumni coming next Friday at 8 p.m. right here. So give it up for alumni again.